Welcome back to On the Rise, as we have seen a first ever Canadian men's national team call-up for the CF Montreal talented young midfielder in Nathan Saliba. The 20-year-old Canadian is coming off a very decent season so far with CF Montreal, seeing him earn his first ever Canada call-up under Jesse Marsch, and this is very exciting for Nathan Saliba, although this is due to a detrimental injury in my opinion. As of course it is a player that you would expect to pull out due to injury. If you're looking at a Canadian player pulling out to an injury, this is one that you'd probably put your bets on, as Sam Adekugbe has had to withdraw the Canada squad for this September friendlies against US Mentee and Mexico due to an injury, as Sam Adekugbe departs the Canadian roster, leaving due to an injury, and this isn't a huge injury in my opinion. This is a very interesting injury, as Sam Adekugbe was looked at the backup left back for a lot of people for Alphonso Davies, was looked at as a possible starter for Canada due to Alphonso Davies being able to move up the pitch, and now has had to pull out due to an injury. And it's a very detrimental injury for Jesse Marsch to Canada soccer, because it was a great opportunity for Jesse Marsch to have a look at Sam Adekugbe and see how he could fit him into the plans and see how he fits into the style of play. But that won't be happening due to an injury and due to him pulling out and allowing Nathan Saliba to step into this squad. But this video, we're going to be looking at the positives around Nathan Saliba earning his first ever call-up, and a very exciting call-up at that. And we're going to dive into it, giving you guys my reactions. Before I do, drop a like, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys, because the comments have been incredible hearing what you guys have to say about the channel and about all the recency around Canada soccer and this team. But also make sure that sub button, guys, because I really appreciate all the support and it has been incredible. And we're going to jump straight into things. As yes, we can dwell on the negatives and look at Sam Adekugbe being left off the roster due to another injury. But this video is all going to be about the positives and all going to be about Nathan Saliba earning his first ever call-up, because I really like this call-up. I think it's a very interesting one because yes, Sam Adekugbe is a left back. Yes, they're leaving him behind and he's having to pull it due to an injury. So you might ask the question of, why aren't we calling up another defender and why aren't we calling up another left back? And for me, the key answer to that is simply Jesse Marsch likes what he has in Ali Ahmed and likes what he has in Richie Laryea, who can already complement Alphonso Davies or cover Alphonso Davies at left back. Maybe not up to the same standard as Sam Adekugbe might be able to do as a out-and-out left back, but still up to a decent enough level. And that is why Nathan Saliba has been called up and has earned his first ever Canada call-up, which I find is very exciting. At 20 years old, he's had a very decent season this year with CF Montreal, in my opinion, because he's started 11 matches, played 17 this season, also having 1,000 minutes. And what you're going to be getting from Nathan Saliba is a player who's very good with the ball at his feet, dribbling wise, take on wise. He's very exciting with the ball at his feet. Doesn't have a larger frame at 5'8". He's a smaller midfielder, plays at the 8 at a central midfielding role, but also has the ability to move up and step into the 10 role. And I think as a profile of a player, I think he suits the 10 very well. Just off what he brings to the game, his traits, his play style, being able to carry the ball, being able to successfully take on players, being able to move the ball with his dribbling ability. He just screams as a 10 in my opinion. And I think it'd be very interesting to see him tested as a number 10 with his Canadian national team and eventually more so with CF Montreal, because he is more of an 8 right now who can play at 10. And I really would like to see what he can do at 10, because this season, very interestingly, a standout stat for him on FBref, and comparing him to all midfielders, is his is his successful take-ons, my pardon. And per 90, he averages 1.43 successful take-ons, which puts him in the 93rd percentile among all of the midfielders, which is truly incredible for a 20-year-old who's only started 11 matches, who played in 17. That's still very exciting stats. That is why I think he's more so suited as a 10, and I'd love to see him be played there more. And he personally might have done that for CF Montreal, because I'm not going to lie, I haven't been able to watch CF Montreal loads this season, and I'm not going to be one of those people who say they've watched someone lots when they clearly haven't. I've liked him when I've seen him, but I think there's a lot to see from Nathan Saliba still. He's still a very young player at 20 years old, And now you're looking at the Canadian midfielder and that Canadian midfield group. It's a very young group and a very exciting group. You have Nico Seeger, 20 years old. You have Stefan Adekugbe, 27, in his prime age. You have Mathieu Choinière, 25, still decently young. You have Ali Ahmed, 23, still young. Then you have Jonathan Osorio, 32, the leader of that group, the leader of the national team. Also a great leader in the heartbeat of that midfield group as well. And a great player for Nathan Saliba to learn off of. And when you look at that midfield group, you're going to question, well, does Saliba even get any minutes this window? And for me, I would be very surprised if Nathan Saliba gets any minutes at all this window. And that's not due to his quality or how good he is as a player right now. That is clearly just down to how good this midfield is for Canada right now and where he is in this depth chart. Does he get ahead of Nico Seeger? No. Stefan Adekugbe, no. Choinière, no. Ali Ahmed, no. Osorio, no. Of course, that's why he wasn't on the squad in the initial announcement. But he is a great option and a very exciting player as well. I'm not going to say he should be starting for us. I'm not going to be saying he's our 6th choice. I'm not going to be saying he's our 7th choice. I'm just saying it's a very exciting call-up. And I really like the call-up just to be able for Jesse Marsch to see another one of our players, to see another one of our talented youngsters and give him a chance to impress in training, to see how camp is on a daily basis. Because it is very important for new Canadian players, for youngsters especially, just to be able to be involved in camp, just to be involved in training on a daily basis, and to learn how Jesse Marsch wants to play, to learn how he wants to set up, how he can adapt to the play style, and just be involved in the camp on a daily basis. Get involved with the players, meet the lads, and just get settled with the Canadian squad. He might not be there now, but maybe look at 2026. Things can change very quickly in football, which we've seen with Moise Bombito, climbing the ladder extremely quickly. And I'm not saying it's going to happen with Saliba, but it very well could. He could be in that midfield 6 comes 2026, and it'd be very interesting to see if he is. And just getting involved in camp and training is a huge positive. And getting him that first call-up is just a great monkey on his back, off his back. And just having him be on the bench, be available for 2 major friendlies. Yes, some people might not look at them and say, we have to win, they're going to be very competitive. But this is the 3 giants in CONCACAF going toe-to-toe in friendly matches. US mentee versus Canada, one of the biggest rivalries in sport, really. No matter where you are, no matter what sport you're involved in, Canada versus US mentee versus USA is always going to be a big match. And Canada versus Mexico, also going to be a big match. And Jesse Marsch has already said he's going to rotate. So who knows? Nathan Saliba might still get some minutes. But just Saliba being able to be involved in the culture, the squad, the roster, and be involved in that match day hype, intensity around 2 big CONCACAF giants, where Jesse Marsch, I still believe, will really try to get the win in these games just to show what he has, is going to be huge for Nathan Saliba just to get that experience, even if he doesn't touch the pitch. The experience of being involved is instrumental, and I'm very excited to see how he gets on, especially this rest of the season with CF Montreal, and maybe if he gets a few minutes. But ultimately, it's a very positive call for Nathan Saliba, and I'm very excited by it, guys. So Nathan Saliba gets his first ever Canada call-up due to an injury to Sam Adekugbe. And I'm not going to dwell on that injury to Sam Adekugbe in this video. I wanted this video to be around the positives around Nathan Saliba, his style of play, how important it is he got called up. But Sam Adekugbe, I want to make a video around this because Sam Adekugbe, it's a big question mark now because some people wanted him to start. Some people wanted him to start ahead of Alphonso Davies and let Fonzie go play left mid, left wing, right wing, and open it up. But right now, Canada has a serious problem at backup left back, and Sam Adekugbe was supposed to be the problem solver, the fixer at left back, and now another injury. Can you really rely on him? And that's a question I want to be asking in another video. But guys, Nathan Saliba gets his first ever Canadian men's national team call-up. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, guys, because the interactions have been incredible, and I really appreciate all the kind words in the comments. It means the absolute world to me, and it's truly why I created this Canadian space. But hit that like button, drop a sub, guys. I really appreciate all the support, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.